Welcome to this special edition of On Record from the Elbit Systems Investor Conference 2021. I'm Lauren Izo. Today we will focus on the company's financial achievement in 2020, a year that was heavily impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. 2020 financial reports demonstrated a strong fourth quarter and a successful year overall, including a year-end backlog increase of 10% compared to the end of 2019. Let's get an overview of the company's 2020 financial report with Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer, Joseph Gaspar. Mr. Gaspar, thank you so much for joining me today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So 2020, of course, has been an extremely busy year for Elbit Systems with a series of significant contracts in 2020. But on the other hand, there was also disruptions caused by COVID-19, of course. What are the biggest achievements of 2020, in your opinion?
2020 was actually a very challenging year for us. Effectiveness of their output was in question on one hand. On the other hand, we did make a lot of improvements in the operation of the company. Actually, end of February, beginning of March, we started working according to a very detailed plan of how to handle the workforce, how to handle our suppliers, the deliveries, and mainly how to work with our customers in order to have continuity in our business. Big help was in the form of our subsidiaries. We actually have tens of subsidiaries in all our major customers' countries. We were able to use them to keep in touch with our customers, to give them the maintenance, to give them the support for our products, and most importantly, to continue the marketing effort in order to make sure that we are going to continue to receive the contracts that were in process and even generate some new requirements during the year. Bottom line is we ended the year growing the revenues over last year, growing the operating profit to some extent, improving the cash flow of the company, a significant achievement for us, and most importantly is growing our backlog of orders, which crossed the $11 billion line. And actually we had in 2020 a book-to-bill ratio of 1.2, which is a very good thing, and is something that will translate in growth of revenues in the future.
So how was Elbit Systems able to grow its backlog and revenue in 2020 despite the pandemic?
Well, the first quarter was not easy, and we experienced some slowdown in the deliveries of our suppliers mainly, and that of course resulted in slowdown in our revenues. But we found the right platforms and worked with our customers, a lot of telecommunication, a lot of use of our local representatives and our local subsidiaries. And I think the overall introduction and the overall work with the customers was very good. And we ended the year with not only with an extremely good backlog, but we also entered into 2021 in the first quarter with some significant wins.
So at the investor conference today, management presented three long-term growth engines: networked precision fire capabilities, maritime capabilities, and laser anti-missile technologies. How are these going to drive Elbit Systems forward?
But in order to understand that, I think we need to go back and see how advanced systems have evolved in the history of Elbit, how they were defined, how the investment in technology was done, and how this was accepted by our customers. We have a high rate of success in deciding in what to invest and what systems to develop. These three systems, or these three business lines, are only part of what we are developing, but they are very important in our minds, and they will define a significant part of our future revenues in the next decade or 20 years. The high-power laser is definitely something revolutionary that is not yet available today, but it will be, and it will be replacing some systems that are not very effective today. The other two are also something that we believe that the future requirements of our customers will be very focused in order to get these kind of capabilities. So we are very optimistic that it will be able to bring hundreds of millions of dollars to our revenue base in the future.
Interesting, Mr. Gaspar. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's all for this edition of On Record. For more updates from Elbit Systems, you can visit our Facebook page or YouTube channel, and don't forget to let us know what you think. I'm Lauren Izzo. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Record.